There's no bigger fan cheering to bring home that bacon than Goldy Gopher.
That's why we wanted to learn more about him. Turns out Minnesota has was tabbed the Gopher State in 1857 in a political cartoon. The first U of M yearbook bared the name Gopher Annual 30 years later. And Clarence Spears, U of M football coach, named his team the Gophers in 1926. While his toothy grin has changed over the years, his love for the University of Minnesota has not.
Goldy is the face of the university. He's our mascot. He's our guy.
Goldy began his career as a U of M mascot in the 1940s.
He might look like a squirrel, but he is in fact a Goldy Gopher.
By 79, he needed to revamp his look. But in 1985, the fierce mega rodent didn't go over so well.
Do you ever worry he's not tough enough? Like, he's got that big smile on his face.
Well, he went through awkward teenager years back in, I think it was the 80s, where he had like the big eyebrows, and so he's back to being tough, tough-skinned.
Now that toothy smile.
All right, first things first. It's early in the morning. We gotta brush Goldy's teeth here.
Makes more than 500 public appearances a year on top of game days.
He gets there 4 hours before the game starts, so if it's 11 o'clock game like this weekend, he'll be there at 7, and we scope out our area. We get his home base on the field where he keeps a lot of his props and his cape. Really, it's a lot of, we do some running, some push-ups, and just exploring the area. And he goes out to tailgate lots for a good hour and a half before the game, just exploring with people and interacting and stealing some hot dogs here and there.
He often gets the crowd going by spinning his head.
Spin your head, spin your head.
Spin your head.
Woo! Yeah! Yeah, that's one thing we can't do.
No.
But under his coach, Taylor Hanna, for the past 3 years, training has gotten tough.
Let's see you run up these stairs.
Challenge accepted.
Besides the vigorous exercise,
And we got another field goal. 3.
Woo!
Wide stance. Yeah! We have him do, sets of 50, sets of 100, 11, 12, 13, 14. After every touchdown, every field goal, every point.
Goldy's crowd interaction has gotten super.
Super Goldy. Dun, 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 dun.
He won National Mascot Champion in 2011 and 2013.
So you're Superman, you gotta get up and pump the crowd up, so dun, 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 dun.
By communicating using charades.
So what's he trying to tell you, Taylor?
As soon as he's done, he says hello.
While coming out with new skits and props to pump up the crowd.
Is there a football game going on?
I feel like we're just winning by so much.
Oh,
It doesn't
gosh.
even matter anymore,
Is that Goldy?
Oh, scream! Uh-oh,
Yeah.
scream, man.
It's in the red! Go Gophers!
That's what we plan to do against Iowa. I hope Herky, the Hawkeye, is very scared.
So I didn't know that there was a National Mascot Championship #1, and I didn't know that Goldy had won it twice.
So they have to submit a video for it, and they won, obviously, in 2011, 2013. They just submitted this week, and they're supposed to hear back either today or tomorrow if they get into the championships in January, which is in Florida. So if he gets in, I'm going to pitch going to Florida in January to track him. The last time the Gophers beat Iowa, by the way, was under Coach Kill's watch. It was his first year in 2011 when the team was just 1-6. So I think we got it. He plans to prank Herky the Hawk, his second most rivaled mascot behind Bucky Badger.
How does he fit those rings on his fingers? That's what I want to know.
You go
I
with the
didn't ask.
necklace, maybe?
Ooh,
Do that?
Yeah, you could do that.
It is vigorous. I tell you what, like the training regimen to me is very impressive.
Well, he is considered an athlete.
Yeah.
So he's part of the Student Athlete Association, and they run up and down. He says hockey games. Imagine that. He's running up and down the entire time. So they have to go through conditioning.
That mascot coach, is that that's a full-time?
full-time
That's an
gig.
actual full-time job?
He submitted the video for the mascot championship. He makes sure Goldy's on time. He says he's got to get him, to all these different.
Goldy has people.
Yeah, with all the appearances.
He used
it
to
makes
work
sense.
in the office with Goldy when he was in college, and then went to Chicago for a year and was like, I can't. My love for Minnesota is so strong. I got to come back and coach Goldy. So thank you, Taylor, for taking us through all the steps.
Yeah, it was nice to have him translate for you too.
Exactly.
Yes.
I don't know what I would have done.